Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name's Pat. Wilson is my dog. And I'm going to do a video today on my July and August completed pages. I've had a busy summer in some ways and a not busy summer in some other ways. So well, that's saying June. We want to go to July, don't we? July and August. Did I write them down? I'm going to go with, we're going with June and July. Yeah, June, because there it is. All right. And it's at the top of my pile. I do my first book on the top of the pile so that I'll know where I'm starting from. So, June, I didn't do very many, but I did a few. And this is Hidden Earth by Rita Berman. I just got these books because I never had the other ones in, I think she's German, correct me if I'm wrong, but I never had those ones. So when these ones come out, I thought, oh, perfect. I'm going to get those because I really like them. And what I've done first is this beautiful rabbit. I love Musk Rabbit. I used Polychromos, a black micron, some gel pens, and gold and white jelly rolls. Oh, I so much enjoyed this page. This bunny is absolutely the cutest little thing. Yeah. I like that there's some kind of zen doodly things, that there's some design in the leaves and the berries and the bird. Like it gives me a little bit, it's more relaxing for me. And that's why I color, to relax. So that is Hidden Earth by Rita Berman. Next, I have Matchstick Mouse by Morgan O'Brien. I don't know if any of you have seen Cat and Paste. I think that's her name. She's fantastic. She's absolutely fantastic. And she's Canadian. So this is, a springtime coloring book. I only have one Matchstick Mouse book, I think. Never found the attraction because they're very small and, the paper's not the best. But I decided to do this because of Cat and Paste. I'm not even sure what her real name is. But anyway, Polychromos, Ohuhu alcohol markers, and gel pens. So she does a lot of stuff with a lot of materials. And she bases like the whole, well, I guess you'd call it an underpainting because she does the whole, most times she does the whole picture in one color. So it's very interesting. And I did do that for this. I did an underpainting and I had a lot of fun doing it. I think this kind of paper is perfect for it because I can use an alcohol marker base and then try that technique that she uses with lots of different mediums. So with this one I did, I did some white over top of here and did some gel pen around the lantern to make it look glowy. I'm not sure it worked completely, but I did have a lot of fun. And I intend to do like more in this book with this kind of technique. And this way I'll have more pages done in this book because I don't go to it very often. So this is Matchstick Mouse, Springtime Coloring Book. My next one is Space by Hannah Carlson. And in this one, I can't even remember what I did through the month. I don't even get it. Can't even figure it out. So for this one, I did Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils, some Ohuhu acrylic paint pens, some Languade gel pens, and some Jelly Roll metallic gold. I like this book. For me, because of the size and because it's kind of like meant for kids, it's kind of perfect because I'm not worried about it like I am some of my other books by Hannah Carlson that, I'm afraid to make a big mess. And I know we try not to do that, like not to judge ourselves, but it's really hard not to judge yourselves when you've been doing it for so long and when other people have judged you forever. So yeah, it is kind of hard. It's something to work on, but I do like this because it's a simpler thing for me to do. And I happen to like this picture. I thought it came out very well. I love the clouds and the background. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. So this is Space by Hannah Carlson. And that book doesn't belong there. This one is Moon Valley by Marie Troll. And in this book, I used my Polys, my Pablos, some Sparkle Pops, some Spectrum Noir Sparkle, and some Distress ink. It's as much a surprise to me as it is to you. Oh yeah, I like this page. I love those greens. And I really like how my mushrooms turned out. I really like them. I kind of remember that to use these kind of things because it turned out so, it's pretty vibrant, isn't it? I'm really happy with it. I have to do more. Maybe I'll do this page the same, like use kind of the same things. I really, really enjoyed it. So this is Moon Valley. Bumblefingers by Marie Troll. Next up, I have Fairy Tales by Emily Littlehall Oberg. And I did use luminance, some Inktense, some Gansai Tambi watercolors, some Langlois gel pens, Jelly Roll Gold and White, Black Micron, Kohinoor, I think that's how it's pronounced, Kohinoor magic pencils, and some Ohuhu acrylic paint pen. I love her. And I love the page. I didn't do anything black and white. Usually in her books, I find something that I can just do black and white, so it gives me that that little bit of, well, black and white. It's like I don't use black a lot, so that's why I tried to do a little bit of black and white. I did the gold on her hair. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, I love it. Well, this is watercolor of some kind, whichever ones I mentioned. Yeah, I had a good time, and the paper is so good for water-based mediums. Yeah. So that is Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Littlehall Oberg. Now it said I have a matchstick mouse, but I don't have a matchstick mouse, so maybe I put it in, maybe I had two in this book. Yes, oh, I did. So this is the one that you didn't see. And here he is, dancing in the rain. I used a Sparkle Pop or a Sparkle gel pen, there, for the raindrops. And I believe this is just Light Fast and Sparkle Pop. Yeah, so that's Matchstick Mouse again, springtime. Okay, so that is the extent of my June coloring pages. So let me bring you my July. You have to turn the page. So for July, I did Cute and Creepy. Sorry. Made a mistake. Circle of Nature by Karolina Kubikowska. In this book, picture, I used Pablos with an Inktense base. I used gold, silver, green glitter gel pens. gotta say, I like it. I like the vibrancy of the mushroom cap. I think the crown could have been maybe done a little bit better. I just used gold and silver. Maybe next time with a crown like that, I will use some pencils so it looks, I can make it look like it's rounded, kind of like the mushroom cap is. But next picture. I kind of like working in this kind of darker grayscale that she has going in the somberness of the book. It just gives me a good way to do something that isn't bright with lots and lots of colors. But I really like it. I really like how it turned out. So that is Circle of Nature by Karolina Kubikowska. My next one is Cute and Creepy by Camilla D'Errico. I used Winsor & Newton watercolors, some Ohuhu acrylic paint pens. I used my Lumi pencils and some glitter gel pens. Oh yeah, I remember this guy now. Yeah. I'm amazed that I could forget. I forget a lot. So this, I did the dragon with pencils, and then I went around with some, I believe those are, where did it go? Well, it was a gel pen of some kind, or even acrylic paint maybe, but I outlined it so that it would look really bright. And I gotta say, I really like him. He's adorable. So the background is Winsor & Newton watercolors and some acrylic paint. I kind of just dab, and just did a dab background. Yeah, I think I might have based it with one color first, like a light blue or something, and then I started going over it with just dabs of color, and then, kind of made a background that way. I like that, and I think it's easier for me to do that than trying to do a blended background with paints. That's just out of my skill set right now. Hopefully someday I will learn that skill set or have that skill set. So this is Cute and Creepy by Camilla D'Errico. And my last is Small Victories by Johanna Basford. I used Pablo's pencils, Jelly Rolls, gold and white. And I did this. It's very cute. Starting to get back into Johanna Basford. I've had a slump with her for about 3 years. But I'm starting to appreciate some of her pictures again. And I think that's because I see a lot more people doing Johanna Basford, that I really like their style. So I think that's helping me. And there we go, guys. Those are my completed pages for June and July of 2025. Now, I'm not even sure I have any pictures completed for the month of August. Oh, yeah, I was on holidays. I went away on a vacation. So I took a set of pencils with me. I took my Pablos and my Polys, because those ones work really good together, and I have them in kind of one big case, and a couple of coloring books. But I colored for like 5 seconds one day and maybe 10 seconds the next day. I thought, no, I want to be out in the sun. I'm not going to be in here. So I was, out in the sun. I was away for a week, right on the water, Lake Erie, and had a great time with a friend of mine. Her name is Jenny, and we found this place in Dunnville. I live in Ontario, and so Ontario, Canada. So this place, Dunnville, has the largest swimming pool in Ontario. It is 2 acres of swimming pool. The lot of land that I lived on with my ex-husband, we had 2 barns, a big old brick house, a huge garden, and like grass that took hours and hours and hours to cut, and it was 2 acres. So can you imagine 2 acres of water? And it was round or ovalish. It was phenomenal. They had kind of like a walkway, like a pier that went out into the middle of the pool, and you walked on that and it was a diving board, but it also had chairs up there where two lifeguards could look all the way around. And well, there was more lifeguards that were around the edge of the pool, but underneath that bridge type thing, that was the only place you couldn't swim because the lifeguards couldn't see you there. So it was phenomenal. So it was the whole circumference of this great big circle was the shallow end. And they had lines painted on the bottom so you could tell when you were going to get out to a little bit deeper. And I think there were like 3 lines before you were right actually in the deep end. So yeah, it was phenomenal. It was absolutely great. I could have stayed there all day because once I was done swimming, I just went out to as close to the edge as I could and had my lower body just sitting in that cool water and just actually sat there in the sun for about an hour. It was awesome. So anyway, that's my story of my vacation. It was good to get away. And I hope all of you have had some type of vacation or getaway this summer. In a couple of days, it's back to school for Ontario kids, not sure about other ones, but Ontario kids in Canada go back to school next week. So hopefully everybody's getting their babies, their kids all set, got all the stuff for school, and they're ready to, moms are excited to get the kids back to school. Anyway, I'm having a great day. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.